Good morning, students. In our last lecture, we have seen that William O. Douglas was very much interested in learning how to swim, and for this, he had joined YMCA pool. But he was having an overpowering force. He was having a very fearful experience, a very dangerous experience regarding water, as he was taken by his father to California beach when he was 3 or 4 years old, and both of them, means the father and the son, both of them stood in the surf, and the surf passed over them, and the boy was knocked down by the waves, and he was totally buried by the water. And in this way he was having an overpowering force of water. He wanted to go to Yakima river, but his mother has given him warning regarding Yakima river, and the mother has very perfectly explained to the son that the river is very treacherous, very dangerous, and many people had drowned in this river, and this is the reason that William O. Douglas had joined YMCA pool. But an unfortunate things happened with him. Unfortunate things happened to him, as one day he was all alone near the pool, sitting there waiting for other students, waiting for other boys to go into the water, because he was afraid to go into the water all alone. So he was waiting for the other boy, and after some time a bruiser, a healthy boy of 18 years old, came, and he asked from the author, "Oh, hey skinny, how would you like to dip into the water? How would you like to go into the water?" And saying this, he threw the writer into the deepest corner of the river, sorry, of the pool, in the deepest corner of the pool, and he went inside the water in sitting position, and he was afraid, he was terrorized, but he has not lost his mind. His mind was working perfectly, and he made a plan what will be done by him when he reached to the bottom of the pool. He made a plan that I will hit hard from my toe on the bottom, and then after I will come on the surface of the water just like a cork, and after that he will start using his legs and hands and came at the edge of the water. He was making all these plan. And what is going to happen next, let us try to find out. I struck at the water as I went down. I struck at the water as I went down. I went down, expending my strength as one in a nightmare. Here the writer is saying that when I was going inside the water, I wanted to expand my power, my strength. As you have seen that a man who is having a bad vision, a bad dream, and he is struggling there, he cannot come, but he will try, suppose that here the writer wants to convey the idea that suppose that you are having a bad dream, you are being chased by someone, or you are having any bad dream, and you are struggling in that dream to come out of it, come out of the problem, whatever the problem you are having at that time. Just like that, when I was going downside the water, I was trying my best to expand my strength, expand my power, expand my strength, expand my power to come out of it, okay. Here he is saying the strength as in one nightmare fights an irresistible force, okay, and you are fighting in your bad dream from unbelievable force, such a force on which you are having not believe, ऐसा है नहीं in Hindi, okay. I had lost all my breath. The writer is saying that I was out of breath. My lungs ached. There was pain in my lungs. My head throbbed. Okay. And The head of the poet was trembling, shaking. The head of the poet was shaking. Throbbed means shaking. And my throbbed. I was getting dizzy. I was getting dizzy means in Hindi chakkar. I was getting dizzy. Okay, means I started losing control over the mind. But I remembered the strategy. But the strategy what was made by me, I have not forgotten that. Okay, I would spring from the bottom of the pool and come like a cork to the surface. Okay, the writer is saying that the same strategy which I had made in the starting was in my mind, that I will hit at the bottom hard by my toe and I will come on the surface just like a cork. I would lie flat on the water, then after he will lie down on the water, he will lie down flat on the water, strike out his arms, strike out with my arms, and he will start using his arms and thrash with my legs, and he will start using his legs and hands in the water. water. Then I would get at the edge of the pool and be safe, and he will come at the edge of the pool and he will become safe. So this is the strategy which the writer has already made in his mind when he was first chance going in the water, that when he will reach to the bottom, he will hit hard by the toe and he will come on the surface of the water just like a cork. Then after he will start using his hands and legs, beating in the water, and came on the edge of the water, at the edge of the water, and he will become safe. I went down endlessly. Okay, the writer is saying that I was going down and it seems to me that there is no end of water. I opened my eyes, nothing but water with a yellow glow. Okay, the writer is saying that when I was going downside in the water, I opened my eyes but I saw nothing. I saw nothing but only yellow glow of water, dark water that one could not see through, and that water was very dark. Okay, and no one can see out of that water. No one can see out of that water. And then a sheer, stark terror seized me. And then a sheer, stark terror, sheer, deep, stark, deep indeed. Okay, sharp. Then a very deep and sharp terror. Grasped him. Terror that knows no understanding. Such a terror in which you lost all your understanding. Such a terror in which you lose all your understanding. Terror that knows no control. Okay, when you are terrorized, you lost control over your mind. Terror that knows no control. In such a terror, you lost all the control over the mind. And terror that no one can understand who has not experienced it. And in the terror, what kind of feelings you are having, no one can understand who has not experienced terror. Means to say, अगर आपने भय नहीं देखा तो आप समझ नहीं सकते कैसी फीलिंग रही होगी उस समय. ओके, यू कैन नेवर अंडरस्टैंड व्हाट काइंड ऑफ फीलिंग आई वाज हैविंग एट दैट time. And the people who have not experienced terror, they can never get what I want to say with fear. Even the scream in my throat were frozen. Okay, the writer is saying that I was screaming, I was crying, I was shouting, but that was frozen in my throat. It means to say that cry was not coming out of the water. Only my heart and the pounding in my head said that I was still alive. And the writer is saying that only my heart, the heart was working, and the pounding in my head, means something was going on in the head, something was pounding. Understanding power of the mind was telling that I was still alive. And then in the midst of terror came a touch of reason. I must remember to jump when I hit the bottom. The writer is saying that in the midst of that terror which was in my mind, there came a touch of region. There came a touch of region. I must remember to jump when I hit the bottom. Okay, the writer said that I had no need to forget to jump when I hit the bottom. When I hit the bottom, the writer is saying that when I was terrorized, when I was afraid in the water, I have not lost my thinking power. I have not lost my thinking power. That when I will touch the bottom, I will hit it hard, and then after I will come out of the water. Then I will come out of the water. It means to say, in this fear, in this afraid, the writer has not forgotten his strategy. My toes reached out as to grab them. I jumped with everything I had. My toes reached out as to grab them. My toes wanted to grab, clutch, grasp. Toes wanted to grasp it. Grasp the tiles. I jumped with everything I had, and the writer is saying that with all my might, with all my power, I jumped, but the jump made no difference. But by that jump, there was no difference. The water was still around me. I looked farther out. The writer is saying that I made a jump, but that jump made no differences. There was he was covered by the water till now. He was covered by the water. All around him there was water, and he was looking for ropes. He wanted some help. Looking for ropes, ladders, water swing, nothing but water. He was searching for ladder, water wings, ropes, but there was only one thing, that was the water. A mass of yellow water held me. He was totally covered by the water. Stark terror took an even deeper hold on me. Once again, the writer was in the stark terror. Okay, and that terror has totally hold on him, like a great charge of electricity. Just like the charge of electricity, as you are clutched by the electricity, you have touched the electricity and you came in the grasp of that electricity. Just like that, the writer was in the grasp of the terror. I shook and trembled. I was shaking, काँप रहा था. Okay, the writer was shaking, trembling. Okay, काँप रहा था with fright. Fright, with the fear. My arms would not move, and now the writer was unable to move his arms. My legs would not move. That's become rigid. It means that it has become lifeless. The arms were not working, the legs were not working. I tried to call for help, and the writer wanted help for someone. The writer cried for help for someone. To call for mother, he wanted the help from his mother. He wanted the help of his mother. Nothing happened. But all these things have not happened. And then strangely there was a light, and all of sudden, the writer is saying there was a light in a very strange way. There was a light. I was coming out of the awful yellow water, and the writer is saying that I was coming out of that dangerous water. At least my eyes were. The first of all, my eyes came out of the water. My nose was almost out too, and the nose also came out of the water. Then I started down a third time, and the writer is saying that third time I started going down in the water. I stuck for air. He wanted to breathe for air and got water and swallowed water. The yellowish light was gone out, and the yellow light which he has seen earlier, which he has seen just now, was gone now, was gone now. Then all the attempts were stopped. I relaxed, and the writer is saying that I feel relaxed. Even my legs were limp, and the legs were just like a limb, just like a part of body, means not working, out of work. A blackness swept over my brain, and on my brain there was a blackness. Okay, his brain was totally covered by the blackness. His brain was totally covered by the blackness. It wiped out fear, and that blackness finished all the fear, and it wiped out terror, and the terror was finished. There was no more panic, and the panic was gone. The panic was finished. It was quiet and peaceful. Okay, I was feeling as you have gone, as you are reaching to the death, approaching to the death. Okay, or you are very close to the death, you will having such kind of feeling as the writer is explaining. It was no more panic, no more fear. It was quiet and peaceful. Everything was peaceful, quiet, nothing to be afraid. There was nothing from which I am going to afraid. This is nice. It was too good to be drowsy. He was feeling that he is sleepy. To go to sleep, no need to jump, and there is no need to make any attempt to come out of the water. Too tired to jump, and he was so tired that he could not jump. He was so tired that he could not jump. It is nice to be carried gently, and he was feeling very nice as he was being taken very nicely from there to float around in space, and he was feeling that he was floating in the space. He was floating in the space. Tender arms around me, and all around him he was having tender arms. Okay, tender arms like mothers. Okay, he was very close to the death, means the boundary between the life and death was about to fall, about to fall, and he was feeling peace. He was feeling smooth. He was having no panic. It means very close to the death, and he was feeling that he was in the arms of his mother, and those I must go to sleep, and he was going to sleep. I crashed to oblivion. Oblivion means in Hindi I would like to tell you forgetfulness, bismrit. Oblivion, forgetfulness, bismrit. What do you mean by bismrit? Why the boundary between the life and death? I crossed to the oblivion. I have crossed to the forgetfulness, and the curtain of life fell. Okay, and the curtain of the life was fallen. The curtain and the curtain of the life was fallen. The next I remember, I was lying on my stomach beside the pool, and the writer is saying that next thing which I remember, I was lying at the side of the pool, at the side of the pool, vomiting, and I was vomiting. The chap that threw me was saying, but I was only be fooling, and the boy who has thrown me into the water, he was saying that I was only making fun. I was only making fun. Be all right now. Let's carry him to the kid nearly died. Someone said. The boy who had thrown him, he was saying that I was only joking. I was only be fooling. I was only making fun. And someone said that the boy was almost dead. The boy was almost dead, and you are saying that you are only be fooling. You are only joking. Okay, the kid is nearly died. The boy was almost died. Be all right now. Okay, now the boy is all right. Let's carry him to the locker room. Okay, come and let us carry him to the locker room. Let us carry to the boy to the locker room. Okay, so in this way I think that it is enough for today, and we will deal next day what is going to happen next. Okay, so in this way we have seen that the writer was unable to come out of the water, but he has made the strategy how he will come out of the water, but all those strategy were out of work, and at last he was taken out by the people. The boy was almost dead. The writer was almost dead in the water, but he was taken out by the people. He was having a feeling of the closeness to the death as peace, quietness, tenderness, just like a mother. Okay, all these things he was having a feeling. It means that the boy was very close to that. It means he was almost dead, but he was saved by the people. Oh guys, thank you, and have a nice day. We will meet in next lecture with the next lines. Thank you. Have a nice day.